It's Monday the 20th, I think. Is it May the 20th or maybe Monday the 21st? I'm not sure. Of November. I'm heading to Salt Lake. I found a bike route that somebody showed me yesterday, a guy called Scott LaRoche, and so I'm going to take a bike route into the town. Hopefully it's about 4, 5 or 6 miles to get into Salt Lake, and then a few more miles to get to the motel where I'll be staying. The city is hideous in that there's just cars and it's not designed for people to walk in, and I'm glad I got this far. There's an oil refinery over there belching out smoke and steam, which is not very good. It's raining today, raining in a desert. How did you get that? But I had a TV interview yesterday, which was good, and a newspaper person from the Clipper Press came and got me today on the road, which was good. So now I'll carry on walking and hopefully get into Salt Lake in a few hours. So here we go. Yeah.
To Provo, approximately 14 miles, or give or take a few. Hopefully it's not 10 plus or minus. It's only 2 or 3 plus or minus on top of 14. And I'm here with my friend Colin Skinner, who I met in Michigan, in Sheboygan, actually Benton Township, just outside Sheboygan. And he had to walk right past my house to go cross country. Gave him father's handkerchief because he had passed away with cancer 20 years ago, and so I said I'd meet up with him to give him a fresh handkerchief when he did the other leg of the journey, and here I am. He's not only could talk the talk, but he could walk the walk. I hope I could keep up with him. That's all for now. Thanks. Oh, that was a tough one, but I made it.
Okay.
I made it.
Now, did you want to say anything about how fun it was yesterday and how your legs were and how you felt when we got into the motel?
I was just glad to see that Fairfield Inn. That sign looked good, and I was just glad to be there. Now I know how Joseph felt when there wasn't no room at the inn, but he got to the manger there. He was just glad he had a place to lay his head down. That's the way I felt. So, but I'm back now, fully refreshed. Plus, we had so much fun yesterday, we decided to backtrack today. We'll talk to you again. Bye now.
Okay. I'm now in central Utah. I'm about 18 miles from Gunnison, and I'll get there today. For the next 4 nights I'll be staying with a guy called Norm Gibson. I met him back in 1988, and I just camped at a place called the Big Rock Candy Mountain at -8 Fahrenheit, and the next morning walked down to Marysvale, about 5 miles further on, and to a store where Norm was sitting drinking probably hot chocolate with some guys who were drinking coffee around a table at the store. They were amazed that I've been camping out when it was about -8 Fahrenheit. My boots I'd put underneath me to keep them warm, but they'd frozen up, bent up out of shape, so I couldn't get my boots on when I woke up in the tent. I took my boots between my legs for 20 minutes to warm them up enough to get them on my feet. There was like snow falling on the inside of the tent from where my breath had frozen up. And, the water I was carrying to drink had frozen solid. I had a can of Coke that also frozen up, and had put it into a plastic bag in case it exploded. When I got to meet up with Norm, he offered to take my backpack and pick me up 30 miles down the road at a place called Circleville. So I gave my pack to a guy that I didn't know, I'd never met before, and set off down the road. As it turned out, Norm did pick me up and gave me a place to stay and dropped me off at Circleville so I could get through to Panguitch the next day. And as I went to Panguitch, the temperature, I think it was about -30 wind chill or something like that. It was really, really cold, about the coldest I had it. Panguitch is about 6,600 feet, and I'll be getting there in a few days' time. It's now about 25 degrees in the morning and warms up probably to the 40s or even 50 in the day. But this is a lot better, probably about 30 degrees warmer than it was when I came through here before, back in 1988. It'll be good to stay with Norm for the next few days. I'll have a nice warm place to stay and some food, and it'll be good to talk to Norm. Norm's quite a guy. He was a postmaster in Marysvale, but he was out in Vietnam, and he's got 6 kids, 11 grandkids now, which is fantastic. And yep, it's all going good. So I got to head on to Gunnison and give Norm a call, meet up with him there. So I'll say bye for now and see you later. Well, today is the 1st of December, and yesterday it was up to about 50 degrees with sunshine and blue skies. Then about, say, 2 o'clock it started to get windy, and after 2 o'clock it was fine until about 6 as it got dark, and then it rained for about it snowed for about 2 hours. I got into Richfield at 8 o'clock. And there was a lot of snow then. It snowed all through the night. Norm Gibson picked me up in Richfield. We had some tacos, some Mexican food, and drove back to Marysvale, about 30 miles, 32 miles. There was heavy snow and snow on the road, and it was sort of dicey getting back to Marysvale. It snowed during the night. It stopped snowing now. I've got to walk about 30 miles to get to Marysvale. Go through a little place called Elsinore. I'm going to eat some food there and then head on to Marysvale. Hopefully I'll get there by 8 or 9 tonight, but with the snow on the road it's quite slow going, so I'll see how it goes. And this snow should stop. Up in Salt Lake City they've got winds up to 80 or 90 miles an hour, and they've had damage from winds up there. There's a big low next to a big high, and it's causing lots of sort of winds and storms, but here there's no wind, just some snow. And I'll sign off now and talk to you later. Bye.
Actually, we keep our pie filling in a separate container, and we put it in fresh, so it doesn't get soggy. That is the way you're supposed to do it. If you're not going to eat it right away, right? You know, like, for instance, if I'm going to take it for my Thanksgiving, party or whatever, and I know I'm going to be serving it right then, I'll make it right then. But usually what I do is, because I live in California, I take the pie in a separate, the filling in a separate container, and I take the pie crust and I do it myself when I get it. And then I sprinkle all of the cream on top and coconut drippings and all that. It's just like